In this video, I am going to be discussing the best team for Pokemon Red and Blue, but similar to previous videos, this is not my best team. I'm simply reviewing another player's team that I found online. I'll be giving my honest views, thoughts and opinions on the team. Now, before I get started, guys, it would mean so much to me if you would subscribe to my channel. Honestly, it would make me extremely happy. Having said that, let's get straight into it. So we start off with Venusaur on the team. Bulbasaur is my pick for the best starter in the Kanto region, strong against Brock, Misty, Giovanni, resistances to Lieutenant Surge, Erika, Koga. So honestly, in my opinion, having Venusaur on this team is absolutely amazing. You get a lot of critical hits with Razor Leaf. You do a lot of damage with Body Slam, potential paralysis, sleep status condition was extremely powerful in Gen 1, and Cut is in there because, well, in Generation 1, Pokemon need to know HM moves in order to help you get around the game. I really like Venusaur on the team and I like this moveset, but I would try and see if I could make use of the Leech Seed Toxic combo. I've mentioned that in a previous video because that was devastating in Gen 1. Moving on, the second Pokemon on the team is Arcanine. Now, it must be stated that the user did say that Arcanine is simply a Pokemon Red exclusive, which means the only way to get it over to Pokemon Blue is to trade it. Now, if you cannot trade, Ponyta is your next best option because Ponyta is available on both Pokemon Red and Blue, and you can find it later on in the game in the Pokemon Mansion in Cinnabar City. I personally don't like Fire-type Pokemon in a Generation 1 team. If I'm being perfectly honest, you do not need it whatsoever. They serve no purpose in my opinion whatsoever. There are far better Pokemon that you can be using. My second spot would either be a Dugtrio or a Hypno. Fire Blast, Dig, Dragon Rage, Flamethrower, pretty generic for Arcanine, but me personally, I wouldn't use it. Now moving on, the third Pokemon is Starmie, which is one of the most underrated Pokemon in Generation 1. Get yourself a Staryu, Route 19, Route 20, Route 21, which is south of Pallet Town, south of Fuchsia City. Get yourself a Staryu using a Super Rod. Level up your Staryu, and then honestly, you're good to teach it Surf, Ice Beam, and Psychic because it does not learn those moves naturally. At the point that you get Starmie in the game, you're really going to see a lot of potential from it. Why? Because it's going to help you get over Koga, it's going to help you get over Blaine, it's going to help you get over Giovanni, and then when you get to the Elite Four, Starmie, just knowing Surf, Ice Beam and Psychic will sweep Bruno's entire team. Not only that, because it knows Psychic, it's going to sweep Agatha's entire team as well, and because it knows Surf and Ice Beam, it's going to help you get over Lance. So honestly, Starmie with this move set is an absolute boss of a Pokemon, and I'm just really happy to see it on one of the best teams for Pokemon Red and Blue because I haven't seen it so far. Moving on, the fourth Pokemon is Dodrio. Get yourself a Doduo, Route 16, Route 17, Route 18, and then you can level it up at level 31 to Dodrio. I don't think there's much to say on it. It's the flyer on the team, Drill Peck for stab, Body Slam for stab, Fly to get you around, Mimic, Mirror Move, either or is going to work well for you. I like it. I do like it. It serves as a flyer on the team, but I don't think there's much more that we can say about it other than it's going to help you get over Bruno's fighting type Pokemon. It's going to help you get over like the Executor. It's going to help you get over the rivals Venusaur as well. But honestly, because Starmie is just so powerful, Dodrio in my opinion in the team is just more for support. Rhydon, ground rock typing, not my favorite typing if I'm being perfectly honest. A lot of weaknesses. You can get yourself a Rhyhorn, Safari Zone, Fuchsia City, level it up into Rhydon. Earthquake, Rock Slide, Strength, Submission. Earthquake, by the time you get Rhydon, Blaine and Giovanni, they're not going to be a problem for you. Also with Rock Slide as well. Strength, because you need Pokemon that know HM moves. Submission is just there more for filler. Really, the user did state. But me personally, I wouldn't use Rhydon on the team. It's got too many weaknesses in my personal opinion. I think if you're going to go with the ground type Pokemon, Dugtrio is the Pokemon that you need to be going for. Now, the final Pokemon in the game, the user states that you need to get is Jolteon. Go to Celadon City, get yourself a free Eevee. Go to the Celadon department store, get yourself a Thunderstone, and then off you go. Now, by the time that you get this Eevee, you would have already got the Thunderbolt TM from Lieutenant Surge. So straight away once you get your Jolteon, teach it Thunderbolt because it naturally does not learn Thunderbolt. And honestly, from that point, you're good to go. Now, the thing about Jolteon is it doesn't serve a purpose against the gym leaders, if I'm being perfectly honest. However, against the Elite Four, it's an absolute boss. It takes out Lorelai's entire team. Even though Jinx isn't naturally weak to electric type moves, because it has got poor defense, like just hits from Thunderbolt are pretty much going to take it down. Again, double kick is solid because you can cause a lot of problems for Onyx's, but obviously that's not what you're going to do. Agatha's Golbat is not going to be a problem for you with a hit of Thunderbolt. And then there's Gyarados and Aerodactyl on Lance's team, which you're pretty much going to take out. What I like about Jolteon is strong against Blastoise and is strong against Charizard as well. So two of your rivals' ace Pokemon are pretty much dealt with because of Jolteon. I really like Jolteon on the team and one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, but also the best non-legendary electric type Pokemon in Gen 1 in my opinion. I really like this team, but obviously there are certain Pokemon on the team that I personally wouldn't use. Arcanine is a Pokemon that I wouldn't use, and Rhydon is a Pokemon that I wouldn't use. I would honestly take them out, put in a Psychic type Pokemon like Hypno, maybe Kadabra, and then also I'd put in like Dugsho in the team. But all in all, I think the team is a very solid team, and I like the thinking behind what the user has done. Now guys, that's just my personal opinion on the team. What do you guys think? In fact, I want you guys to tell me in the comment section down below what you believe is the best team for Pokemon Red and Blue. Thank you very much for watching guys, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time.